We've received a writ of summons from a court on the issue with the Senate, and that's the issue of uniform. And we also, this morning, when he received that, he communicated, obviously, because our overall chief law officer is the Attorney General, being part of government. He communicated to the Attorney General and said, we are in receipt of the writ of summons. What do we do with regards to this? So the Attorney General wrote a letter. He wrote a similar letter because he is also a defendant in the case. He wrote a letter to the Senate President and copious that based on the summons before the court, all matters relating to the issue are now sub judice. So status quo is ante, which means appearance will not appear because it's before the court. Until the court make pronouncement, the situations will remain as it is.
Thank you so much for staying with us. You heard that the reason of retired Colonel Hamid Ali. But quickly, before we come to Lagos, let me show you what the APC in its intervention said yesterday, just yesterday, as if the party knew what could come out of today's plenary at the National Assembly. The party says that we have watched the issues with growing concern and the expectations that they would be resolved in a manner that would be agreeable to all the parties involved. However, we wish to say that at this point, we have found it necessary to intervene. Accordingly, the National Assembly the National Chairman, Chief John Oyegun, will lead the party's peace mission to the leadership of the National Assembly and the concerned party member. We are confident that the party's effort to broker peace would resolve the matter amicably. That's the APC Publicity Secretary, Malam Balaji Abdullahi. Honorable Wesley Dahosa, it looks so much like this has taken a whole political dimension. And with what the Senate has done today, does it look like the party, the weight of the party is really making any difference in all of this matter?
Well, the point is the appointment of the CG of the custom is purely official. The president may have done so pursuant to Section 171 of the Constitution, which he has powers to do, but he cannot do so outside the framework of the law. Don't forget that under Section 5 of the Constitution, the president is enjoined to obey and respect all extant rules in the country. Now, the funny thing about this is that the only body that can determine what uniform that the custom man should wear and should not wear is the Customs Board. And I've said that earlier on. The discretion is conferred on them. Once they give exemption to the CG from wearing uniform, so be it, because the phrase used under the regulation is shall. Shall, that means they compulsorily have jurisdiction over what uniform or equipment custom officers wear. That's not the business of the rest of the nation. Now, no one of them has complained that there has been a violation of that. So I want to assume that there's a presumption of regularity and that the man is operating within the approval of the board. Now, on the mission of the party to the National Assembly, let me caution that this should not be mistaken for partisan politics. There's a difference between institutional politics and partisan politics. Whether Hamid Ali is a member of the APC or not, for the point that we are making, is the Comptroller General of the Customs of Nigeria, as it is, and purely an official office, which he holds statutorily. So, my advice is that they should regard the institutional behavior as more supreme to the political intervention of the party.
Okay, let me show our viewers some other perspectives to this matter, and that's what Mr. Femi Falana said on this.